Yo, what is up, guys? It is me. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Top Charts, and today we're going to be covering the Wave 3 rarity changes. Shit. It's honestly the only words I have for it because of what we've been given from Hutch. So Wave 3, of course, covers all of the epics and the legendaries that were set to go move up, move down. And boy, we were in for a shock when we saw what was going on. Of course, I'm going to leave kind of what's gonna. I'm gonna leave the general. I'm gonna leave your opinion up to you. I'm not gonna try and influence it in any way, shape, or form. Your opinion is your opinion. I will have my opinions, of course, but you guys are free to make your own opinions. So we're gonna start at the low end. We're gonna work ourselves toward the high end. So some big ones. So the Twizzy's going to be moving back down to common, which I think is very good because it was way overrated from where it should have been. It should have never been an uncommon. And I'm glad Robin kind of came to his senses and was like, oh shit, yeah, just because off-road slaloms doesn't mean it should be uncommon just because it's good on that. But yeah, we have some uncommon. So the Strata's moving up. We have, some uncommons dropping down. The Care is actually moving back down to uncommon finally, because it never should have been rare to begin with, in my opinion. Some cars moving down from rare. Also, we have these. We have the Sportback. We have the Mazda. We have the Focus. So some of our high handling front wheel drive standards. Those are gonna be kind of nice to have in uncommon clubs. I feel like because they're this makes 84. This makes 84. This makes 86. Aircross is terrible. Pretty much all of these are pretty bad. SSRs are moving down, so it might actually be an interesting city streets car because all the stuff's moved up. Mach 2 is moving up, which is interesting to say the least. Citroen, the Eldorado is moving up. That was kind of that we kind of expected that to happen with all the dragsters being nerfed. Like the Barracuda's going up, the Cobra's moving up, the Mistral's rare, which is a mystery to me. There's just some Hutch logic that we haven't actually figured out. I'm actually going to switch this filter real quick, so I'm just gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this real quick, and I'm gonna cut this real quick. There we go, and we're back. So yep, we've already covered all of these. So no rares, none of the low end got corrections. Oh yeah, Boss is RQ37, because that makes complete sense. And there's also something I was thinking something about the rarity borders that I wanted to mention. I completely forgot about. We got some, and then up here we have some of our super rares moving out. So the prize car Citroen. So that's basically never going to be given out again. If you have it, congratulations, you own that. If you don't have it, sucks to suck. I don't think it's gonna be given out anytime soon because it's a rare and you don't rerun rares. All these front wheel drive standards, there's a lot of them here. All those front wheel drive standards are coming down, which is nice to see. They're all a bunch of shitters. These two all surfaces are dropping, so sucks to suck, I guess. And then we have our super rares moving up, so a bunch of these dragsters, like all the dragsters got mega nerfed in this update. And when I say mega nerfed, I mean mega nerfed. Like, where is it? The Chevy. This was RQ30 6 months ago. This was RQ30. It's now RQ43. That's just wild to me how that is RQ33. It should not be there. The Compson's 44. The Firebird is super rare now, so that's actually decent. The Ghibli's 44. The Abarth is back up to super rare, which I think is interesting. You can tell, first off, as you move into more ultra shopping, the all-surface tires are being mega nerfed because this is the update where Hutch went full out. Let's put everything where it should be. I mean, they should have been doing that in the first place, but they still have this stupid 2RQ rule that we can't really do anything about. We can only really hope that that's removed in the future. But all surface, they're properly terrible. So Hutch is moving them down. Yukon, the Sierras, the Navigators. These two, this might actually be meta for super rare. We'll have to see. This Escalade, this XC70 is moving down. The 504, which was super rare to begin with when it was introduced to the game, that's now back to super rare. Some four-wheel drive performance tire stuff. I mentioned that in the last rarity change update coverage video, how those were getting kind of sent down because, you know, being four-wheel drive performance tires really doesn't make an impact to your performance. So yeah, this is dropping. The SXC, the Octavia, the Calibra is dropping. All that's coming down. This S6, this S4. I have this maxed. I'm happy that's dropping. More all-surface. The Canyon and the Nitro are coming down. The Stilo's back to super rare because I think it was super rare when it was first introduced to the game. I'm not entirely sure. I might need to fact check. Escalade's dropping. This is such a terrible photo, by the way. They need a better photo for that. This is dropping just like the other one. So those two are now, the two from just standard Audis are now both super rare. That's nice to see. The Giulia is finally dropping. What else? Yep, so some of these fast 0 to 60 meh handling cars are kind of going up. Like the DBR1, the GNX, all's going up. More off-road tire cars got nerfed. I think this Blazer looks spectacular now as a photo, now that it's ultra rare. It's going to be terrible as an ultra rare, but it looks good. Like, it is. That's sexy as fuck. Baja's moving up. We kind of expected that. I'm interested, like, if we go, I'm going to open a new Top Drivers Records tab here. But if we go into four-wheel drive off-road, I'm trying to see what the super rare meta is going to be. It's going to be, it's just going to be a collection of these, I think. All of these, I think, are going to be just where the meta kind of lays. I don't know. Let's just do a little, you know, twisted comparison. 323, 323, 332, 323, 323, 323. Yeah. So the Frontier Attack and the Ram 1500 Rebels seem to be the decent stuff. Pajero taking the slalom wins. Mountiac taking some wins here and there. Bing, bang, boom. Yeah, so it's just going to be, yeah, it looks to just be a it's like a four-way. The 2500, the Frontier, the Pajero Dakar, and the Mountiac are going to be your off-road, your four-wheel drive off-road kings now for super rare, which is interesting. Mono drive off-roaders are falling in RQ, and yeah, here's the first shocker. You have three all-surface epics right here. 4, 5. These were all RQ65, and they're now mid-range ultra. Albeit the Evoque and the Regal both got nerfs, but the RQ56, that's how shitty these things were at RQ65. That's how shitty they were. They went from being a 65 to a mid-range ultra rare, but like below mid-range. It's like the 53 to 57. Like, it's not a shit ultra rare, but it's shittier than average, I guess, if like RQ57's the average. More dragsters moving up, of course. Mono drives dropping. Mono drive. Pajero Sport is 56 now. And here, yeah, here's where you see more of the RQ. Here's where you see more of the RQ65 shitters. Let's see how many of these were 65. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, something, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You see it's that bad. I'm not going to move anymore because there's a lot of shit. But there's so many 65s that moving down, and I'm so glad Hutch picked up on how shit they were. Another big trend you're going to see, these rear-wheel drive standards are getting mega amounts of cuts on RQ. The Nassau is 59 now. This Infinity is 57. These used to be 69 and 67 respectively. The Slammer's 59 now. This is going from 69 to 59. This is going from 70 to 60. That's insane to me. 70 to 60 because it's rear-wheel drive standard. Blossom wasn't kidding when he said rear-wheel drive standard cars were terrible. They are awful. They are awful. Once again, you are able to formulate your own opinions. Frankly, I'm looking forward to see how Blossom reacts to all of these changes, because he was calling for a lot of these cars to move down, and I think he got what he wished for and what the community wished for. This is all just this is It's not terrible. I say terrifying. Terrifying. That's what it is. This Subaru is moving back to Ultra. That's kind of nice. This used to be legendary. That 640i is such a fall from grace. That used to be legendary. It's now ultra rare. That's disappointing. That's so sad. This is back to ultra, so that's kind of nice. What else? Oh yeah, another one that Blossom was harshing on a lot. This Morgan is now ultra rare. I don't know if he still has it or not. If he does, congrats, you've managed to abstain yourself long enough to not use prize cards, you fucking dummy. If you still have it, congratulations. If you don't, screw you, I guess. This WTCC that used to be medium for some reason, that's now low and it's ultra, so that'll probably be given out soon, actually. Another big one, Jerry, is now RQ61. So, I have this S3. It's probably, once I get a duplicate of it, I'll probably max it. Once I get a duplicate of any of these that I own, I'm probably going to max them. Because they're really, like, it's all dropped and they're all worth so much more now. They're all a lot better. What else? Carrera dropping. The DKR, one of the shittiest prize cards that ever exist. That's ultra rare, so it can actually be competitive. A lot more of these all surfaces we're talking about. Bulldog 62. That, I feel like that's something that needs to be talked about. And then here we have RQ changes. So we got some big RQ. This is going from 75 to 65. That thing has amazing MRA. It is now 65 RQ. That's one I'm probably going to max. It's such a good dragster. Four-wheel drive standard. We have some more of these. Real drive. This one's getting an MRA buff, I think. I'll have to go and double check the sheet itself. I'm not sure. This, after going from it went from 63 on release to 60 in wave 2, and now to 67 in wave 3. So the R Cup is going to be terrible now. These dragsters, Countach, I think, is actually returning to Epic now. This SVJ is being nerfed to make room for the one that got added recently. The Jota, I think that's what it's called. This got a handling cut. It's now 3RQ. And this is I think where you can see where the off-road tires are getting absolutely chefed. Power Box is now RQ68 and it has 69 handling. I think that's the thing a lot of people are mad about in this update is the off-road tires. This used to be 65, used to have 74 handling, it now has 70 and it still gains RQ. Maxi, Hutch finally made up for their problems. Maxi's now Epic. Bronco's Epic, that's another off-roader. The Ranger Raptor's Epic too, as well. Evo's getting RQ cut. The Fiji and the Bimatore are now Epic, so that's kind of nice. The Ultra Dragman is something completely different now. We'll probably filter by off-road tires later. These are just the big changes. Ranger Tremor is now 72. The XJR fans are rejoicing because both XJRs got handling buffs, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, like look, +7, +8, +9, and here's where we see some of the legendaries dropping. The M850i is dropping from 82 to 74. So all of these four-wheel drive performance shitters that we talked about in the last Very Changed video, I called it. Most of them are going to move down because of that four-wheel drive inflation. It's not worth that much. This TTRS Roadster that Blossom wanted to sell, congratulations, you don't have to sell it. You get 9 free upgrade tokens back. Congratulations. Oh shit, my alarm's going off. Give me 1 second. And I'm back. But yeah, CT6V moving down. All of these are moving down. Ooh, another biggie I need to talk about is the Taycons. All of them got handling buffs, and they all lost RQ. They're OP as fuck now, these Taycons. These are good. Okay, maybe they might not be OP. That's probably Rochester words, but they're better than they used to be. It's insane. Panamera shopping. My Meridian's now RQ76, I guess. It's like that's just wrong to me. It shouldn't be. It should not be 76. Off-road tires like need to be not brought down a notch. More of these four-wheel drive performances. Lyrics dropping. The 745's dropping. They also brought a nerf to a bunch of four-wheel drive standards. Most of them are being dropped in RQ if they're heavy and they don't handle very well. I own this Audi. It's going epic. It's stock, so I'm not going to get any compensation for it. I'm not getting any. I don't think I'm getting any legendary or epic tokens. I just don't have the cars that are dropping. And yeah, that's about it. TRX is now 77. DNX got a handling cut and it's now 76. This Evo's coming back down, so that's kind of nice. A bunch of these Lambos are dropping. The RN30 is going to be OP now. That's 100 handling maxed out now. The i4 is insane. 3.192. I think I'm currently maxing mine because I had it. I upgraded it for the Viper Finals. I didn't win it, of course. You know, I'm not going to win a prize car anytime soon. But I think it's worth it to have that maxed out now, especially now they got a handling buff. But yeah, all of these epics, like, you have these prize car Pajeros are now really good now. I don't know why these two are so close to the RQ for that gap of 0 to 60. But yeah, the Moab, the Bronco R, and the Bluebird are going to be your off-road champs now for epic still. Because I think a lot of the rally cars ended up moving. But yeah, all the four-wheel drive stuff. Look at all that. Look at all that. Yeah, the U Rouge is 80 now. It used to be 90. The Cadillac 16 is now performance tires, so rip anyone who owns that. The Borrego and the Afrique are now both legendary. IX is legendary. The ZX is legendary. The 323, the 4TC, those are all legendary. The Taycan got +5 handling, -3 RQ. Yeah. Yep. Got to say they brought down both of the Dakars. They should have not been that high in the first place. So cheers for that. This Impreza now has 105 MRA. That makes sense, I guess. All the all-surface crap got moved down, so that's also really nice. And I think that's actually all of the important changes. Yeah, just just a lot of big RQ bumps. The Spearling's actually dropping from 119 to 111, which I find interesting. But yeah, just a bunch of RQ buffs because all of these are dragsters and off-road tires. So yeah, those are all the relevant changes. I think. Oh shit! What was I looking for? If I go to any change, it's gonna load 3,000. There's 3,000 cars. You can sort of see if I were to slow it down, like take a look at these off-roaders. This is 94 now. What else am I looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for, to be honest. I'm just looking for off-road. Oh, off-roaders. Yeah, 89, 89. What if I just kind of just go middle down here? You can see all of these four-wheel drive performance cars are kind of dropping. All these Lambos are dropping, which is nice to see. They're actually competitive. This was RQ 91 when I pulled it. It's now RQ 84, so I'm a bit disappointed in that. But you can see they're still obeying the two RQ rule. Oh, another one, the Dodges. None of the Dodges are moving up, which is interesting. So all of these five are gonna these six are gonna dominate the drag meta. So that's on lock. You can't do anything to change it. They are going to dominate the drag meta, and there's kind of nothing we can do to avoid that. And you can see they're still obeying the 2RQ rule. There are no 80s moving down to 79s. There's nothing we can really. That's going to stay in place. Hopefully there is a wave 4 where that does get corrected, but I think this is pure speculation, but I think the next update after this one is going to be PL25, new cars and shit. I don't know what it's going to be. My predictions are saying it's going to be UK, it's going to be Jaguar and Land Rover. I think is my prediction for it. But yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on this update down below in the comments. I'm interested to hear some of your opinions. And I think there's one card that Hutch missed. Let me go and find it real quick. Stupid. 8. Why is this not epic? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.